Oh, Nightmare, I love you. And this is your host, Ragey Poo, and I'm going to be joined here by Ice. Ice, do you want to say hello?
What's up, guys?
All right, Ice, you go ahead and announce the right side. I'll announce the left. And the bottom left-hand side, we have TryHrd, HotSauce, and SeexySauce. Top left-hand side is going to be Minzzy and Grimmy.
And on the top right, we have Jxpx and Nightmare. On the bottom right, we have TryHrd and the code. All right, so we see two guys going Reaper, HotSauce, as well as TryHrd. Nightmare sticking with the Infestor and Dustwing from Jxpx. And nothing yet for Minzzy. I think he's going for Raven. And Raven from SeexySauce.
All right, so despite showing what he was going before, Nightmare still elected to go with Fester, so...
At least he's moving now, so I'm hoping that it's better.
You know, it could just be a computer reset was all he needed.
Yeah. You can see Seeker coming off from Sexy. Good split. Nope, not really.
I'm just going to remind people. Okay, just letting him know, just to remember that it's going to be about 3 minutes.
Yep.
And there we go, Nightmare is slowing down the game. So yeah, it must have been Nightmare last game.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, yep. He's lagging. It's got to be Nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, we already tried, so...
He just has to be careful is all. And hopefully there's nobody on his network. Like, if somebody in the house is watching YouTube, sometimes it just, like, kills your connection.
Yeah. Kind of interesting that Code likes to go this medevac with Zealot play.
Well, I've played this before, and so does Assassin, but usually it's with Stim Marines, and he doesn't have Stim.
But with getting the medevac, he won't have enough for Stim for a bit. Not that great of a split there as well. Lots of elites coming from TryHrd. 2 Corruptors, 3 Reapers. Oh, he could get the Infestor. Nope.
Nice fungal. It is really starting to get super jaggy, though.
Yeah. Whoa, my screen is freezing.
I know. It's like... So see, I guess it really wasn't the streamers.
Nope.
It's got to be one player, and I'm just assuming it's Nightmare.
Yeah. They're calling me.
Who's Zycar? Oh yeah, I can hear them.
Whatever, just ignore them, I guess, because...
Alright, some back and forth action going down in the middle, and look at this. Whoa, it looked like the code was about to go in right into HotSauce's units, and he would have lost everything.
It's a horrible opening he's chose. I guess he's trying to surround, but after a while, people collect mass. This isn't going to work, even when you do get the 1 armor advantage. He can't even go in.
He can't.
Nope.
He needs that stim for sure, and he's only 1 away. There he goes.
Yeah.
Now is he going to get it? He did. Now he has the stim. Okay, finally.
At least now he can flank better.
He can, and in fact, if he goes in right now, if TryHrd moved his units over... Oh, TryHrd is blocking so hard. There we go. That's so important, guys. If you're playing with a melee player, you have to watch. I mean, look at this. TryHrd is completely denying the code from moving.
Another thing to comment, when you're going Raven, Lings, or melee units, you're never going to hold your mass. So looking at SeexySauce right now, doing a Raven opening with range versus Minzzy, Sexy is 300 above with better mass just because of the range units.
Oh, it showed Kate Moss was lagging.
They're fucking laggers. They're all in the same clan. Seems a bit better.
So was it Kate the entire time? Dun dun dun. It is going really fast now. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Oh shit. Hold on.
But you're right. Yeah, Grimmy is he's going to be losing a lot of units here
One
with
second,
this
I have a
open.
phone call.
No problem. I can take it over from here. Middle engagement going crazy. Look at this. It looks like the code is trying to push forward. HotSauce is dealing so much damage to him, as a lot of the melee units are top rather than engaging HotSauce. He does need to back out for now, but oh, he's losing so much. There we go. Stim. So that way his zealots can quickly move out of the way. He took a big loss there. In fact, another corruptor coming out for HotSauce, and I bet you anything, these corruptions are just going to really slow down the code. It's probably not going to be very good for him. And look, the corruptors take out Jxpx's Dustwing, Jxpx's Dustwing. There we go. But he did get the corruptor. Nice fungal that went down on the code, and oh, it barely killed him. They're all in the red, and the Seeker missile finishes him off. That's a nice big puddle right there. Oh no! And Nightmare's saying, "Yes, I fungled someone." And, you know, it may be true. He might be having really hard times with just the lag and everything, as his points do reflect it. But we'll see if he'll be able to catch up. Looks like there's some back and forth going on between Minzzy and Jxpx. Fungal did go down, but it wasn't enough to kill all the units. Meanwhile, SeexySauce is being a little ballsy, pushing in, and Minzzy is losing so many units here. Might not be paying attention. He's fighting two different sides. In fact, top left has lost a huge portion of their army. They're very low. And meanwhile, it just looks like Torque and the code are just having some teammate issues. They're having problems syncing up. Torque's, for the most part, is doing very well, but if you notice, he's blocking a lot, and the code is not able to get through. And this is causing the code to get behind severely. Look at this. HotSauce is now at 2,000, SeexySauce 1,777. And that's just because in a lot of engagements, the code hasn't really been able to move out. Look, he's at almost 800 supply, and that's a big no-no. Code needs to be awarded a little bit more freedom, and Torque needs to kind of play a supportive role, really, because his partner has decided to go with this kind of opening. And hopefully that will be the case. I mean, hopefully they'll sync up, they'll realize what the problem is, and Torque will just GTF out of the way. I mean, look at this. He's sitting at almost 800 supply, and that's never good. So bottom right and top left already kind of at a weak start, it seems. And you don't see, if Torque would just get out of the way. Get out of the way, Torque. Ugh. The code has absolutely nothing he can do. He's feed at this point. His units are crap. And this is unfortunate to watch. Ugh, all the zealots are gone. Man. HotSauce and SeexySauce has picked an excellent feed corner. Even with the concave, because of the blocking that's going on, they can't do a thing. Ugh, that's painful to watch. So painful. Torque, I'm going to have a talk with you after the game. Definitely do not play like that. Sounds like Ice is getting ready to come back from his call. Are you back, buddy?
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. It was business, so.
No problem. Ice, you've missed some terrible engagements coming out from bottom right. It seems like Torque is kind of blocking the code. He literally had an 800 supply built up.
Yeah.
He blocked in the engagement, and it just allowed for HotSauce to feed with his range, and he dropped down to 300 supply.
Yeah, the thing with Reapers is units can't pass through it because they have a push priority. So if they get stuck right on the ramp here, nothing can walk through. Same thing with Ghosts and everything else. So it's definitely you got to pay attention to that when you're microing.
Okay, so now finally the code is kind of able to get in and deal some damage, but with just such a low mass compared to what he had, he can't deal any damage. He would be so high right now. He would be closer to SeexySauce's score, maybe even HotSauce's score, if Torque would have just moved out of the way. It was so sad. It wasn't just the Reapers. It was the sharpshooters, everything. You should have seen it, but it was sad to see.
I definitely see lots of losses, like even we lost in Medevac, and there's a couple other interesting choices now, especially with the Colossus. I don't really think the Colossus will do well, but we'll see.
Well, interesting. It looks like Minzzy deciding to go with Wraith. And, I mean, that's going to be pretty decent towards the Colossus, so top right is kind of going to become a feed corner, really, as long as the Infestor doesn't get the better of them. They just have to avoid the Infestor.
I don't even see the Infestor.
It was killed.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have enough to revive. In fact, not even reviving. He doesn't even care. Look at this. Going Mutalisk.
Which, this is also an important thing. If you see Wrath on the field, you probably would want to second guess going Mutalisk, because you can never fight straight on engagements, especially when they have a higher supply count than yourself. I don't agree with the Mutalisk pick. Like, Wrath counters pretty much both of them right now. Yeah, and HotSauce doing the rotation of counters going Desi, which will counter both of top left. So right now, just going by build order, HotSauce has a better pick than all the other guys. Minzzy shouldn't be engaging. He needs more supply.
I agree. And, you know, that could be just the fact that they're EU players. They might just be a little bit used to the fact that their supply builds up so quickly, whereas here in the US, every unit is precious. So
no, the thing with EU, I played it once, and the air is very tough to... it takes a long time, even longer than here. It took forever to mass up, and especially you have 1200 supplies, I believe. It's you'll never get max supply with air in EU, and because air on US have a higher supply count as well. EU, they actually are less supply.
well, you're right, but what I'm saying is that they spawn quicker in the EU because there's no time scale or anything like that. So I noticed that in their playstyles, they tend to kind of be okay with sacrificing units.
Like right here?
I know, right? That's a lot. I mean, he's sacrificing all those Zerglings, basically.
Yeah. And I don't even know why he's focusing on Colossus. Like, might as well get some units, because the shield's going to regen the next battle anyways.
Very, very interesting playstyles indeed.
Yeah. Pretty much HotSauce is trading better and better as the game goes on. It's pretty tough to... Oh, bad micro there with the code.
I always kind of just die a little inside when I see a Reen player that can't really get on their feet. It's so sad.
It's definitely a hard strategy, I think, in scrims especially. Like, in pubs, it'll work okay. Not a great split there.
Oh, the Reaper's doing so much more damage than the Ragnarok beam.
Yeah.
He still was able to get it, but he almost lost that Colossus there.
And Colossus, the Rag beam isn't great at picking off anything except heroes. Heroes, they die very fast, but anything else, it's gonna suck.
Alright, so Minzzy just lost all of his air units. Except for 5 or 6. That's...
Which means Nightmare now might have a chance going Muta.
I mean, he might.
Yeah, and especially because bottom has Death Sea, which is good.
Oh yeah, Muta's counter the Desi's pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, though, he needs to just mass up until 20 minutes. He's not going to get much done without any of the training upgrades. Mutas suck hard. Like range, they have less range than Marines, I believe. Oh, just like 0.1 more.
0.1 more.
Exactly. Like everything outrages them in the beginning.
So Grimmy, being smart, decides to go with Goliath as the air is on their right side. The only problem is that the destroyers do counter the Goliaths. So we'll see if JPXP will be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, destroyers will counter both the Wrath as well as the Goliath. So we have a savior coming out.
Ooh, not a bad savior, not at all.
Yeah, a little bit to pick up the lead, or pick off a few units. It's gonna hurt Torque more, so Nightmare can feed on him more.
And he does not have the Razor Ring or the other upgrades there. He just now got it.
Yeah. Another savior.
Where? From who?
From Torque. It hits nothing. And he lost Reaper. Torque is in trouble.
Bottom
And
right in general, I
he's
feel,
a
is in
corruptor.
trouble. Like, look at this. Now, finally, the code is free to just kind of go, but, like, he's so low on supply that the destroyers are just eating him up.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. So when you have a range player standing right here at the choke, where when you're a melee and ring player, you want to flank people. So it's so tough to go all the way to here because the other player is sitting there, and every time you'll get blocked.
Every time. That's exactly what happened. You totally missed it, dude. It was so sad. It was just so sad. I mean, I'm sitting there watching going, no, move, 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 you schmuck. It was so bad.
Yeah. Well, they did want to beat my 40-minute game, so maybe they'll do it. So.
Bottom right is in super, super trouble. Because, look, as soon as one save is gone, SeexySauce is going to be able to come in and do a lot of damage. And, you know what? SeexySauce totally counters Mutas.
Yeah. In fact, Sexy can just go in there, blink, kill a compound, try to force a savior. And if they force a savior, then it's already game over.
Bottom right could be eliminated in under 20 minutes, guys.
Yeah. I think they're just going to wait for the turret to die, and then they're going to go in and force a savior.
So just kind of judging from the game, the only way I can see this kind of changing for SeexySauce and HotSauce is if top left kills off the Colossus at least 3 times, or if Nightmare can completely eliminate Minzzy's units and just get him down to 0 each and every time and deny his full supply race. It's going to be tough either way.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to happen.
Yeah. See, Sexy is already diving in there, trying to force a savior.
Yeah. And surprising, the savior hasn't been used.
Yeah. Still not used.
Still not used. The compound's gone.
Yeah.
And
Now
that's
it's just being too late.
Yeah, that's 1,000 minerals that are gone now.
Yeah. They should be getting base defense.
Yep.
I don't know why they aren't. In early situation, and if you're being pressured like this, it's best to get base defense. Because those cannons scale much better early on than anything else. Wow, it's going to lose the compound here as well. Torque gets another compound. This is just feed. And the sad thing is, Nightmare, even with Muta, he can't go there and harass them and poke them.
Bottom right is just in so much trouble. I didn't even move the camera for the longest time because I'm just waiting for the save. I'm like, he's gonna save. He's gonna save, and then he doesn't. So, like, I'm so tempted to just move the camera, but I feel like the save is gonna happen.
This is like the pub guy who you always think is gonna save, but in the end he doesn't know that a savior exists,
Oh,
and you just
finally.
kill his command center.
Command center? You mean his merc compound?
No, the command center. You know, like in a pub
What?
game, and then there'll be a team that's turtling really hard, and you keep on thinking they're gonna use the save, but they never do.
Oh.
And you know that they have save, but they never use it because they don't know
Get
that
what you're saying.
they exist.
And then the CC dies.
And then the CG guys are like, oh,
Gotcha.
okay, they're very new.
I thought you were saying a CC died in this game. I was like, no?
No.
And SeexySauce and HotSauce must be incredibly happy from that. And really, like you said, a lot of that could have been avoided if the code would have just went with base defenses. He's
other
at 6
interesting
attack.
thing, with Minzzy, he doesn't have training ups. He's been taking attack the whole time. So he's getting no evade right now from the Wrath.
Oh, that's not good. He needs that evade.
Exactly. Wow, Sexy just being so aggressive, but that was... Ouch!
Oof.
Nice Seeker.
Now, the good thing is that Minzzy's race do, I believe, counter Stalkers. I think they do extra damage to Armored and Massive. Let's see.
But the way he's teching them, this is the worst possible way. Like, the evade will evade 50% of the Seeker damage. So he probably wouldn't even died. But now they're just sitting duck with no supply. Although I don't know why. I guess HotSauce is trying to regain some supply and just all in and finish bottom right before they do anything else. But they should be at least just sitting out here and poking at them. Yeah.
Oh my god, you just see friggin' HotSauce just beelined it right into their base and was like, okay, blink, and completely killed the Raven.
Yeah.
And just walked right back out. Oh, SeexySauce. That. Okay, good idea. Bad idea moment here on Rage TV. Good idea. Getting a Raven. Bad idea. Letting SeexySauce just beeline it right into your base. Him blinking and killing it. Micro it. Do something. Get some better awareness. That was so
Ravens
bad.
have 200 kills and 166, which means top left, assuming that's the one he picked on the most, hasn't been splitting very well.
I'm sorry, Ice. I might need to mute. I'm going to mute the microphone. This is too funny.
You can laugh. Oh my god, look at that. There's absolutely no split going on.
I'm friggin' exhausted from that laugh. I got this big old tear. Man. This is the funniest shit I've seen all day. Just 6 stalkers just broing it. Like, whatever. Walking, dirk, a blink, and shoot. It's just it's so good. Yep, save coming out from top left.
Yeah.
And HotSauce doesn't even care. He's like, okay, new Raven, whatever.
I don't think he lost a Raven.
He did.
He just lost some supply. Because he was diving for the compound.
And something interesting to note, the Colossus haven't died yet.
Yeah. But at the same time, this Colossus has as many kills as a Raven. So... and it's probably less effective than that Raven.
Oh, sure. I was just pointing out the fact that it hadn't died, and
I know.
And that's good. So really surprised.
Nobody else in the tourney from now on gets a Colossus because it's pretty worthless.
It really is. I mean, the Ragnarok beam, when it was kind of buffed, it was nice. You know, it took down heroes really quick, and it just doesn't now. It's kind of crappy again.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. When it comes to heroes, I mean, the Colossus is pretty much the worst you can get. The Thor can be really good early on. At least it was with the splash damage. Maybe not so much. I mean, it's just iffy, especially late game. It's crap.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how effective it's being here with all the air. And Minzzy, he just doesn't have a big supply. He's only got 220 supply.
Well, he's not. He still doesn't have the training ups. I don't know. I don't think he knows what it does. So.
That could be true.
Yep. And same with Grim. Like they're not getting the most cost efficient upgrade for their Merc. And Torque doesn't even have. He's still stuck on sharpshooters. 26 minutes into the game. People are saying you're still too loud. Oh.
What, I am?
Yeah.
Alright. I can adjust it.
Yeah.
How's that, guys? Does that sound better?
It's going to take 3 minutes before they
I know.
they hear it, so.
No. That's fine. I turned it down to like half, so.
Oh, here comes the flank. Nightmare should be there, though.
Ooh, wow. You know, if Nightmare would have been there, I think he would have been able to eat the whole army.
Yeah.
SeexySauce able to get that command center, though. He was too far away and just didn't respond quick enough. Oh, that's a shame. It's really starting to look like HotSauce and SeexySauce is going to do it. Really, Nightmare and Jxpx just need to be able to get more bounty than Minzzy and Grimmy at this point, just to move on to round 2. Because, I don't know.
It's very close.
It's going to be hard.
Pretty close between them. Although I think they would secure it just because they're cross corner from HotSauce. So.
Cross corner or spawn? I'm sorry. What did you mean?
Yeah, they're cross spawn. I think it's by CC, right? So if HotSauce kills Minzzy right now, they will be. Like, Nightmare will be auto second.
Yeah. But it's done by bounty.
That's true. So HotSauce can pick right now.
Yeah, he pretty much could.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if he wanted Grims and Minzzy to go forward, he could pick off his cross spawn right now, and then just kind of feed Minzzy and Grim. If he wanted to, he's got that control. As kind of a strategy to bring them into the next round. He could totally do that.
Yeah.
Looks like HotSauce
No,
might lose some units here.
Yeah, but he's gonna get flanked, and
oh, come on, Mutas, get those Ravens. There you go. Those Ravens were alone. And there we go. Minzzy finally having above 400 supply. You're right, though. He still doesn't have the evasion. He's got 7 attack, 1 armor.
yeah, both of them don't. So I hope when they're watching this, if they do, they'll learn that in the US game you should get your training ups.
Yep. Indeed.
But I'm surprised that European players don't.
You know, they do, and this is what's weird. I've played in European games where they've told me, they've said, hey, you know, they have to get the Merc upgrades. They don't have it. What are they doing? Blah, blah, blah. And so they know about it.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be maybe some, I don't know, some tourney jitters. He's just not getting it. I'm not quite sure.
Another thing, when you see ravens, the first thing that should be going in your mind is, should I get Vikings? Would Vikings be good in terms of countering them? Especially in the beginning. They're a new unit. I don't see many people use them other than Relic, pretty much. But they're great in terms of countering Raven play. So if you see guys opening Raven, those are 350 each. Vikings are 200, and once you zone out the Ravens, you can still farm with them. So it's pretty good. I'm still getting message. Turn it down 10% more and would be perfect. Oh, come on. 10% is nothing. Yeah, live with it.
I'll turn it down. I don't care. There. It's even lower.
I can hear you fine, though, so... But hopefully everyone else can.
Well, I mean, it's... For you, I'm going to sound exactly the same. It's just through the stream. That's okay. I mean, if we have to adjust it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we learn.
Mm-hmm. Sexy even has a planetary. He does not want to lose to anything right now. And here's another thing. I see guys teching Marine. So Grimmy has 3 Marine attacks. And 1 HP, I believe. I don't know if he got an HP upgrade or not. But at this stage of the game, that is complete feed, especially when you're behind. And investing something like this, they're never going to pay off. So when you're thinking strategically, don't get Marine upgrades. At this point of the game anyways.
I agree.
Decent split by Nightmare. Yeah, now Minz is getting armor on his which a Raven Hunter Seeker with no evade just shred.
He's down to 154 supply. Oh my god. This is so painful. You're right, dude. I have no idea why he's not getting... I mean, it's the key upgrade is the evasion.
The other thing, though, is, like, they're seeded. Whereas there are lots of other wildcard players who probably could have performed better. So... But they are European winners. So gotta give them credit for that.
Yeah, and I've seen them play a lot better. Like I said, I think this might just be a little bit of a tournament jitter. Maybe they're not quite sure what to go, or I don't know. They've been definitely training on the map for quite some time.
Seeker.
Whose Seeker was that?
400 supplies from HotSauce.
Wow. But as I was saying, they definitely trained in a short amount of time that they could. And maybe they just don't have enough understanding of the map. I don't know. Looks like Minzzy trying to come in, do some damage to the Lancers, which he will. I mean, he does counter the Lancers. He does a lot of damage, too. Massive. I mean, if you look, it's almost 40 damage each. Yeah. It's going to really hurt the Lancers.
If he's able to keep up the supply, he would have a much better shot.
He really would. Yeah. He's just got to get the evasion.
Savior. Nice Savior.
Nice.
Clearing out much of the supply. I wouldn't do this with the Muta, though. When you see enough energy... Nice split.
I feel like Grim and Minz might be losing out on an opportunity to pick off these 4 Ravens. They're just kind of sitting out here in the open. They could have had it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, look at that. 2.5k HP Corruptors with 9 armor.
You mean 9 attack?
No, 9 armor.
Oh, I see 2 armor. Who has the...
No, but when you look at the actual armor, it's 9.
Oh. I gotcha. Got what you're saying.
Yeah. So, which means that mutas, when they hit Muta does 20 damage, but Corruptor has a 30% reduction on that as well. So it's going to be 10 damage, and 30% off. So basically, every Muta hit will do like 7 damage to each Corruptor. It's ridiculous. Like, you're never going to see this Corruptor die. It needs like 6 full volleys before it'll be red. I love how Raynor just BMs. He's feeling happy right now. He feels good.
Now, one thing I'm noticing is that Grimmy is not fighting for the top Xel'Naga tower. And that's going to really hurt them because their vision is so limited.
Oh,
and
wow.
if you notice, Jxpx is not taking the right Xel'Naga tower either, which I think is a big mistake.
Miss micro there by HotSauce.
Oh, the Colossus! Down it goes.
Okay, look at this.
Oh my god!
Look at the Muta.
Oh, he's losing everything!
There's like, what? Are you tickling me?
He just lost... he lost 400 supply of mutas.
Yeah. This is the important thing. Like, when you're about to do engagement, look at your attack, look at the armor. Their HotSauce pretty much triple Nightmare right now in bounty. So when you're going up to fight that unit, know that you're not going to hurt it.
You know, I'm really not sure why top right is not going for that Xel'Naga tower.
I don't think it's... I don't think they care at this point. They're probably like, okay, I have more bounty, so I'm going to go into the second round.
Oh no, Minzzy is not even attacking SeexySauce. If he loses the starport because he's not watching, what? What?
Yeah. And Grimmy is going to form a PF, so he can't even save it right now. They're going to lose both. And the Desi Splash is going to do crazy damage. Oh, focus in support tower. Guess so. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. 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 Wow.
They're like invincible Desis.
Still no evasion.
Yeah.
Whoa. Painful to watch, Ice. Painful to watch.
Jxpx gonna get Savior in the face. And then SeexySauce will come in and finish them off.
He's not saving. He's not saving. Minzzy's gonna lose all of the supply. He just rebuilt the starport. That's a nice, juicy, what, is that 800 minerals just waiting?
It's like everyone's like, here, Sexy, have my compound.
No.
Look at those.
Look at the corruptors.
I'm telling you, like insane amount of volley doesn't kill them. That's why I complain too, because I'm a mutalist player. But I'm like, okay, whatever. You won't be seeing me going mutas.
Well, to be fair, HotSauce is at 19,000 where Nightmare's only at 5,000.
Yeah, but you can't have a unit that armor caps air just because. Like what other unit does that? For that costs 150, you know? Or 200.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Considering the cost.
Yeah.
For me, though, I'm just like, tell me about it. Reavers.
They're like, oh, everything armor caps Marines.
Yep. It's ridiculous. Oh,
like,
no.
The only thing I'm concerned is he has 2 armor upgrades. That's not a lot. A lot of HP, fine. But just with 2 armor, it had 9 total armor. And mutas with 4 attack wouldn't scratch them. Like, that's the thing that, for me, the base armor is very high for corruptors. Including with the reduction. But, oh well, who am I to talk about balancing?
I know, Ice. You're only a tournament winner.
Yeah.
Well, tournament winner or not, I think you bring up some good points, and hopefully, if the right people are watching, maybe they will start working on a new balance.
Mm-hmm. And look at those corruptors. Like, I'm just gonna sit here, right in the middle, and you're never gonna come near me. Oh, savior.
So not a bad save, but now they are in a position where they could be taken out, and they're going to be heavily going on some base defenses here pretty soon.
340 kills on that Raven. And mostly our Wraith.
That Colossus is in trouble.
Yeah, look at it. The Corruptor will just auto-attack in, and they don't give a shit.
Those mutas are going, no!
700 supply muta, go away. I'm around. I have 600 invested in my corruptors with the divine upgrades, and you can go away.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Look at that. The corruptors have 2,887 hit points. That's pretty strong. All right, guys. So yeah, we're just pretty much waiting for the game to end. Nightmare's kind of stuck. SeexySauce and HotSauce have total control of the map, and it looks like Ice. Are you gonna shut them down?
I guess I have to, right?
Mm-hmm. Ice is gonna wreck your shit. All right, Ice, no pressure.
No pressure.
Don't pull a Polt.
A what?
Polt. I don't know if you saw him in the was it WCS or ESL?
Oh, Polt?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened, but I know. Yeah, like
he was just very confident, and he ended up losing pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't cocky or anything. A lot of people were saying he was confident, And
yeah, well, he's definitely a very solid player. Very good.
So saying Ice is trash also. Love.
Of course, he has to add a heart.
Well, that's how you know it's just all in good fun.
Of course.
All right, so 400 supply Wraiths. Now, no, actually survives. There we go. The Corruptors come in. 401.
Yeah, the other thing that I really dislike about Corruptor is that with the upgrade, they get 3 more range or something. So they have 8 range, where Air for Muta with fully upgrade has 5.5. So in a sense, they can kite Muta all day with just the Corruptors, and there's no way to stop it. So despite being really tanky and tanking all the turrets right now, like they do fine just based off of range alone. Wrath has 5.5. With the upgrades, they'll have. I think with the upgrade, their range still remains the same. So yeah, they outrange any air by 2.5, and that's pretty significant.
Now, have you brought this up to any of the bouncers?
Yeah, they're aware, but look at it. It's like, I don't think even with this much lead that a 600 cost should do something like that. Like, you definitely wouldn't see a Spectre even having 5,000 tank so much. But
that's true. For as cheap of a unit it is pretty strong.
Yeah.
That is true. You got a good point there, Ice.
They do have a limit, which is good. But other than that, like, it completely shuts down air.
150 damage splashed. Ouch, GG. That's pretty OP. Oh, not to mention, wait a minute, it's not 150. It's 187.5.
What do you mean? What?
The corruptor damage.
Oh, and they have splash.
And splash. Yeah, it's GG. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No biggie. I mean, wow. That's really sad. 5 armor now, which brings it up to a total of 12. And watch the mutas.
Like once the corruptor gets near, all the muta has to go away because they just can't do like a stack damage anymore.
You know, you can even bring up to the balancers, hey, even in ladder, corruptors, you know, don't do that well against a big pack of mutas.
To be honest, I don't want to balance stuff because then the game will change around how I play, and that's not how most people play, so... Yeah, in a sense, it wouldn't be good. Really? Oh yeah, Sexy didn't even get his training ups. Or he's missing one of them.
Well, I wonder if Minzzy now hears that, and if he's probably going, did I upgrade my ups? He's probably like, oh, no, I didn't.
What is he talking about? These North American players.
Alright, so the Planetary Fortress has 2 armor up, so it is taking some time to go down. And really, this is just kind of a move to have overall bounty to perhaps move on in second place, but I think top right should be fine.
Yeah.
Nice BM from Grim. That was very nice. It's a bit laggy. Yeah. Can we remake? Yeah.
Sexy still doesn't even want to get his training up because he's like, oh, whatever.
So some preemptive splits coming out from the mutas with Nightmare. And to be honest, I don't think it's even going to matter.
And the good thing is, we finished right on time.
Nightmare saying, okay, HotSauce Rainer DQ'd, we win. So it looks like the Colossus did go down. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Those Vitas don't stand a chance.
Nope.
Nice little Yamato there, but didn't go off. That's so adorable. Oh, it killed one Stalker. Or Lancer. You know what's surprising is that even the 610 upgraded Lancer cannot do as much damage to the mutas as the Corruptors can.
Yeah.
And that's their counter.
Yeah. There's something with the Corruptors, man. Like, everything is so much better. They're like air heroes, pretty much. That, like, rapes any air units.
If you notice, HotSauce isn't even going after the units. They're just going after the production.
Well, they are the saviors, so...
Alright, so that's going to do it, and it looks like Jxpx and Nightmare will move on. They're definitely way above bounty from Minzzy and Grimmy.
Yeah, seriously, like, those Corruptors are like air heroes that cost 200 each. Like, late game, of course you're going to get the divine upgrades. But for that to kill what Nightmare has invested, which is about 7,000 in mutas, which doesn't even scratch them. Like, that's the problem I see with that. And mostly it is the 30% reduction. And in the beginning, they have crazy armor and range. Like, that's the... oh well. I already told Relic about this, but there are people who feel that it's in a good spot, so we can let it be, but I highly doubt any air player would shut me down, that's for sure. They're just keep on buying the compounds.
Yep, and that's gonna be it. It looks like even getting a BC. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's just throw in a BC. Looks like your winners are going to be HotSauce and SeexySauce. As if you had a doubt, because they've just been going like crazy the last, I don't know, almost like 20 minutes of nothing. It seems.
Yep.
He doesn't even have the vision. Oh my god, tank vision is so bad.
That turret, OP. It's gonna whittle a tank down.
Come on, guys. Let's just get this done. At least get 2 tanks. Come on.
At least get some vision.
Get the corruptors in there. They won't die.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're giving you a good show.
Now they just need to dance. All the unit right in front of the command center.
/dance.
GG.
Alright, GG. Secret missile on their own tank. Didn't kill it. Alright, so your victors here tonight are going to be TryHrd, SeexySauce, and HotSauce. Congratulations, guys. Ice, thank you for joining me in this broadcast. You are here on Rage TV, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We're going to have bracket 4 tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be in about an hour. So stay tuned, guys.